Hello and welcome to my channel Malavika's Magic. Today I'll be sharing with you my views on general, opposing, and thesis statement. So let me take you to the roadmap of my presentation. So first I will be dealing with the general statement and I'll give examples. Then I'll be talking about the opposing statement with examples. Third, I'll be talking about thesis statement with examples. And fourth, I'll be giving you a sample paragraph which you can practice for yourself. So let us first start with the concept of general statement. Now, the general statement begins the first sentence of the paragraph. We begin with the general statement, and when we talk about the general statement, before that, we need to identify the topic. So, once you've selected the topic for a paragraph or an essay or an article, then we need to give a general statement. That is, we need to write a statement that is universally acceptable to all or universally agreed upon. So we therefore we say that the general statement introduces the topic. Once the topic is introduced, we now say that it is a representation of broader ideas. So the idea is broad because it has to be universally acceptable to all. And from the broader ideas, we move on to the specific ideas. And then it defines or declares some large and all embracing truth, and it does not describe one particular event, sums up many ideas, and arrives at the core concept and helps in transitioning to the main topic. Now, having understood the concept of general statement, let us now move on to the examples. Oceans and lakes are bodies of water. Now, this statement is a statement that is generally agreed upon by everybody or universally acceptable to all. Nobody will disagree with it. Everybody will agree that oceans and lakes are bodies of water. Secondly, we have the statement like this: a computer is useful for completing homework. Considering the present scenario today, where everybody is comfortable with the recent technologies or with the gadgets, so we can say that the computer is useful as it is much easier to edit the content in a computer using the computer rather than in handwritten work. Again, gadgets are used by many for various purposes. Again, this statement is also generally acceptable by all or agreed upon by all people. So, having understood the concept of general statement, let us now move on to the opposing statement. Now, once we have written the general statement, now we want to narrow down a topic. So from the broad area, we want to narrow it down. So therefore, we come up to the opposing statement. So we want to oppose the particular concept that is universally acceptable to all and come up with a new idea. So we write the opposing statement. So it is a counter argument, and if when we begin the opposing statement, we have to use words like although or however, and the position is more correct. We, as a writer, I'm trying to prove that my idea or my position is more correct than what we have already stated or what is generally acceptable by all people. So having said this, let us move on to the example of opposing statement. So we have an example over here. Cell phones are a good source of learning. Now this is a general statement. However, in the classroom, they have a negative influence on student learning. And this is an opposing statement. So from this opposing statement, it will help us to move ahead and tell the readers what exactly is the main idea of my paragraph or my article or my essay. Now let us move on to the thesis statement. The thesis statement is the main idea of the essay. That is the topic of the essay and the writer's claim about the topic, and the writer has to give evidences or provide arguments and try to persuade the readers to accept his claim about the topic. It usually appears at the end of introduction, and it directs the structure of the essay. So the structure of the essay could be argumentative in nature, it could be expository, or it could be persuasive. So having understood the thesis statement, let us now move on to the example of thesis statement. Oceans and lakes have much in common, but they are also quite different. So I'm going to try and prove that, how, in what way they are different. I'm going to provide evidences so that the readers accept my viewpoint. Then children should not use social media because they are influenced by seeing unreal lives. So again, here also I have to provide evidences so that the readers, they believe upon, they agree upon whatever I say. And then here I have a sample paragraph. Now read the text carefully. Nature holidays and sea holidays are quite common holiday types. Now this is a general statement. However, people often can't decide which one is more enjoyable. So this is an opposing statement. Actually, the answer to this question depends on what you expect. Now, from this statement, I'm slowly moving towards my thesis statement. I think a sea holiday should be preferred because while you are in a sea holiday, you can also be in touch with nature. So here, what I'm doing is I'm trying to persuade the readers and to convince the readers to accept my opinion that a sea holiday is better than a nature holidays. And so therefore, I should be able to provide more evidences or provide more convincing ideas to the readers so that they are able to agree upon whatever I've said. So having understood these concepts of general, opposing, and thesis statement, I would now like to thank all of you for your patient listening. And I hope you have, if you have any queries related to this three concepts, you can definitely get in touch with me. Thank you once again.